Do you guys think that credit card companies are out to get you? Do you think they're trying to rip you off? Well, you're right. That's how they make money. But what if I told you that you could flip the script on them? What if I told you that instead of them taking advantage of you, you could take advantage of them? In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how credit card companies are profiting off of you and exactly how you can flip the script on them and instead make a profit off of them. Credit card companies make a profit in three ways in general. The first is every time you make a purchase with your credit card, they receive a small commission. So let's say you go to Walmart and you swipe your card and you make a purchase for anything. Well, the credit card company is automatically going to make a small commission for that purchase. Now, the small commission that the credit card companies make off of everyday purchases you make, that is not where credit card companies are taking advantage of you. The other two methods of credit card companies making a profit are where they are taking advantage of you, and this is where you need to pay attention. So the second major way that credit card companies make their money is off of interest. So every time you rack up a credit card bill at the end of the month, if you do not pay that off completely in full and you carry a balance, you are going to pay interest. And this is what the credit card companies are expecting you to do, not pay off your balance in full at the end of the month. This is a major way that credit card companies are taking advantage of you. The obvious way to avoid paying interest: pay off your credit card in full after each statement. So you don't want to rack up a credit card bill that you won't be able to pay off. So just keep that in mind as you make charges on your credit card. The third major way that credit card companies are making a profit off of you are annual fees. So some credit cards have annual fees, some don't. You just have to do your research and make sure the credit card that you're applying for does not have an annual fee. If you know the credit card you want has an annual fee and you're okay with that, just make sure that the annual fee is worth the benefits of the card. And this is where they sometimes try to trick you, because they'll offer a whole bunch of benefits for a card that has an annual fee, but then you don't end up utilizing those benefits and they make a profit off of you. Now you might be thinking, well, there's all these negative things about credit cards and credit card companies. Why should I even get a credit card? Well, that's a good question. There are several reasons you do want to get a credit card, even though the credit card companies are out to get you. The first major reason that you want a credit card is to build your credit score. You need a decent credit score if you want to get decent interest rates on loans in the future, such as car loans, home loans. I'm sure you all want to own a car or a home later in life, or get a better deal on your interest rate that you currently have on those loans. Well, you need to increase your credit score if you want to get a decent interest rate on those loans. Alright, so now this is the part where I start explaining to you how you can take advantage of the credit card companies instead of them taking advantage of you. So the second major reason that you want a credit card is to utilize the benefits that come with the credit card that you want. But before I get into all of the details of the benefits that come with credit cards, I want to make sure there aren't any people here who are new to credit cards and maybe they want to apply for a credit card with some great rewards, but they can't because they don't have an existing credit score to do so. Well, this is where you need to get a secured credit card. So you basically go to a bank, you give them some collateral money, and then they give you a credit card with a credit limit of the amount of money you gave them. This way they know that you're responsible enough to pay back the money because, well, they have your money. Once you have your secured credit card, you can go ahead and start making purchases with it, and over time that will help build up your credit score to a level where you'll be able to apply for credit cards that have better rewards and that will pay off in the long run because you can start to take advantage of those credit card companies. Alright, so now it's time for the good part. Now let's talk about the different ways you can take advantage of credit card companies by utilizing the benefits of the credit cards that they offer. There's many different benefits to many different credit cards, but I'm going to talk about 3 major ways that you can benefit off of credit cards. The first way that you can begin to take advantage of the credit card companies is to find a credit card with no annual fee whatsoever. This way, there is 0 chance that they will take advantage of you with an annual fee. So the second way that you could take advantage of credit card companies is with cashback credit cards. With these credit cards, all you have to do is make the purchases that you would normally make, and when you make those purchases, you automatically get a percentage of that purchase back to you as cash. And finally, the third way that you can take advantage of credit card companies is with the sign-up bonus that they offer with some of their credit cards. Now, the sign-up bonuses are a little bit tricky. So the reason they're tricky is because sometimes the credit card companies will try to get you to spend more money than you usually would. This is because in order to qualify for most of these sign-up bonuses, you have to spend a certain amount of money within a certain amount of time. But don't fall for their tricks. Just spend the money that you normally would, and if that money fits the criteria for the sign-up bonus, then great. You just got the sign-up bonus for spending money that you normally would have anyways. Just make sure you're not spending any more money than you normally would just to qualify for that sign-up bonus, because that's where they'll get you. Alright, so now let's dive on into some examples of some great cashback and rewards credit cards that I have taken advantage of and that I would recommend to other people. So the first one that I want to talk about is the Apple credit card. So with this card, it's pretty easy to get because you don't need a great credit score to apply and get it. So if maybe you're not just starting out but your credit score isn't great, I would highly suggest the Apple credit card, because not only is it a great way to build your credit score, but it also offers 2% cash back when you use Apple Pay and 1% cash back on all other purchases. So the next cashback credit card that I want to talk about is called the Fidelity Visa Signature Rewards Card. So I personally have this card, and it's a really great card because there's no annual fee. It offers 2% cash back on all purchases, and there is a sign-up bonus. So to qualify for this sign-up bonus, you do have to spend $1,000 within 90 days of getting your credit card. But obviously, if you don't normally spend $1,000 within 90 days, don't spend that much just to get the bonus. You can still get this credit card and use it for its other benefits, such as the 2% cash back on all purchases. That is a really great deal. But if you do qualify for that sign-up bonus and you spend $1,000 within 90 days of receiving the credit card, then you get $100 as just a bonus for spending that amount within that amount of time. So if you normally do spend $1,000 within 90 days, it's a great credit card to take advantage of. The only downside to this credit card is that in order to qualify for the 2% cash back, you do have to deposit that cash back money into a qualifying Fidelity account, which is no big deal because you can just create a Fidelity checking account for free, and there's no monthly or annual fees for that checking account either. And so when you do that, you can just deposit the cash back from your Fidelity credit card into your Fidelity checking account, and from there you can move that money to any of your other accounts. And next I wanted to talk about the Discover It credit card. So this credit card has a really unique and awesome benefit to it. So it has revolving cashback categories. So for example, in the month of June right now, they're offering 5% cash back at gas stations. So that's awesome. Every time you buy gas, That's an automatic 5% discount. For July through September, they're offering the 5% cash back at restaurants and anytime you make purchases with PayPal. Finally, the Discover It credit card is just amazing because they will match all of the cash back you earned at the end of the year. So all that 5% cash back that you've been earning on those select categories throughout those select months will automatically become 10% cash back at the end of the year. So the credit cards that I talked about in this video, that's just a few of the many great rewards credit cards out there. So do your own research, make sure you find the credit card that is best for you. Alright guys, so to sum up this video, here are some key takeaway points for you guys to remember. Just make sure if you don't want those credit card companies taking advantage of you, make sure that you're not paying them any annual fees, make sure you're paying your balance off in full so you're not paying any interest. Also, if you want to take advantage of them, look for those cashback credit cards with no annual fees, and maybe they might have a nice little sign-up bonus as well. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my channel and like this video because it helps me out a lot. If you guys want to see more content like this, please let me know. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching.